Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of a Bizarre Datapack Dev Logs. And I'm very sorry that I couldn't upload for like 2 days straight. Kinda just took a while for me to do stuff. But what are the new stuff? What have you been doing? Still got the world here. Still works perfectly. Has all the moves. So what's new? What's new here? Well, I hate to say it, but there really isn't nothing new here. So what have I been doing then? There's nothing new. Well, I've been working on something else instead of the world, because the main reason why I can't work on the world right now is my friend is not available at the moment, and he's the one that's gonna help me figure out stuff related to PvP, like combo breaker that only works on PvP. There's literally no reason for this to exist in PvE situations, but for PvE I need another player. And if the road roller is balanced and greater size balance, pretty much the world is almost done. It's just that I really can't test combo break right now, and I don't want it to be released with a bug or something. Rather than working on the world, I decided to work on another one. I haven't named them, but what could this be? What could this one be? Dualism mode? Combat mode?
Oh my god!
I know what you're thinking. What the? Anyway, so as you can see, I've given him walk cycle if you're walking, and also a different cycle if you're running. See how he steps much bigger, and also not a lot of people do this, but you can shift. Yeah, but that it's also a shift walk cycle, which is a slower version because shifting is slower. It's actually shift shift dance with sands. Not a lot of data packs do this, but you can shift. You can also jump. Up, that was a super jump. Anyways, yeah. He has a different jump when he lands, jumping. His animation kinda gets stuck if he lands. Need to fix that, but yeah, get the gist of it. First off, guess his basic moves: Bone Thrust, Bone Whack, Bone Smash, and Bone Erupt. So, as you can see on how those move, it's basically jab, hook, overhead, and uppercut. It's basically just those, but on sand. I do summon Iron Golem. That's not an Iron Golem. Now this is an Iron Golem. Now we do this. See? Also has a different sound effect when you hit it. It's the Undertale sound. Yep, same thing. Those are the basic combos of sounds. And I haven't done the block yet. It's also not here. And oh, let's save this for like one of the last ones. Got shortcut, which is his teleport. Yep, it's just a very quick blackout and then teleport to the location. And he's gonna have, for his other move, gonna be fake out. So basically I'm gonna give him a counter move where if you hit him during his fake out, he's gonna do like do you really think I'm just gonna stand there and take it? And just bones up your and it's just gonna kill you with the bone. Then this one, he has Bone Wheel, Blue Bones, of course, Psychokinesis, and Bone Rush. I haven't made any of these, but those are the plans for the moves. Bone Wheel is basically like the barrage, but it's just a spinning bone because it's continuously damaging the player or a mob in front of you. Blue Bones, as it implies, some blue bones in front of you, and if they decide to move, they'll get damaged. Psychokinesis, just throw them up, throw them down. Bone Rush, just summon like a crap ton of bones in front of you. Now let's talk about the caster blasters. Would have been perfect if I hit that, but yes, this is one of my new favorites that I've made because it's so satisfying. Like the entire animation and the sounds, and not only that, you can aim this. You can aim this anywhere, like anywhere you want. You can aim it. Like, can aim it straight down or straight up. Can aim it anywhere you want, whatever angle you want, it's gonna aim. So these can actually lead up to some pretty good combos using the normal bow moves like I wasn't supposed to show that yet, but yeah, the secondary move is called Gaster Blaster Parade, where you just summon a crap ton of Gaster Blasters and start blasting anything in front of you, or wherever you aim it. Try and do that again without blasting the goal. Yeah, you can basically aim the Gaster Blaster straight down, then it's gonna blast them. Or, I think you can also do this. Yep, you can also make it so it aims up or dead. Or you can also do this. Just wait for them to land. Gaster Blaster is really sick. And I love it. I absolutely love the way I've made Gaster Blaster. And yeah, as you can see, I just showed it earlier by mistake. Gaster Blaster Parade. Absolute devastation. But you are indeed stuck in place if you're using Gaster Blaster Parade, so like just be careful about that. But with Gaster Blaster, you can move around freely when you summon a blaster. And as you can see, the cooldown is also pretty damn low. Which is, yeah, you can pretty much spam this around. But yeah, Shortcut has pretty much the same cooldown, but I think Bad Time and Special Attack. Gotta be honest, I haven't made Special Attack, but Bad Time. This is a juicy part. So since I'm not getting any monetization yet, I'm just gonna get all the copyrights that I can get. Here we go. Yes. Is it's Awakening. Plays Megalovania, and of course left eye glows blue. So it works if you're shifting it move around. Of course the delay is gonna show there, but in multiplayer it actually looks good. Yeah. Oh yeah, the entire walk cycle is also different because I had to remove the eyes, so I needed to do two of each, with one having the eyes and then having no eyes. So yeah, just basically play the entire Megalovania before it ends. Okay, now it ends, and as you saw there before it ended, I was able to spam my Gas Blaster way faster than this. See? Basically made it so if you're in Sansa's Awakening, which is Bad Time, you're able to spam your Gas Blasters. And I forgot to show it, but I can just do this again. Yeah. Don't advise to play in first person, you literally can't see anything there. Shortcut is also half the cooldown. See, the number is pretty much half than it used to be, so you can like keep dodging attacks. Like, oh, he's gonna shoot me. Nope, I'm over here. And it also works in Gas Blaster Parade. It's also yeah, it also has no cooldown, but then again, Gas Blaster Parade makes you stuck in place. You're literally free to hit. So it's either you use just normal Gas Blasters, or if you want a more devastating fire rate, then you can go for Gas Blaster Parade if you want those devastating fire rate. But yeah, that's nice. I absolutely love the Gas Blasters. Yeah, that's about all I have for. And why don't we just have a montage of us enjoying Gas Blasters. Sans versus a crap ton of Vindicators. See how this goes. Oh, you know what this calls for? Oh, where did they all go? Sans versus a bunch of Ravagers. Let's see. Do this properly again. Well, that was quick. Alright, let's dive into how I made the Gaster Blasters and the bone animations. Alright, first off, the Gaster Blasters. We have a scoreboard animation again, and it constantly has a cloud particle in its mouth. This is the mouth location where it is. And then score matches 1, then run the startup sound, which is the Gaster Blaster startup sound before it shoots. Then this is the rotation scoreboard. This is just trial and error for me to get the perfect rotation so it spins right back to where you were looking at. And we just do the jaw opening animation, this 1920, then at the 28, of course it shoots, so the shoot play sound, and then we do the recast for the blast. It's basically just your everyday recast, particle, and then damage to anyone that is in the path. Then it does the slide, then it gets pushed back a bit, so when it shoots, you see how it goes back a bit. Like the force of the shots, or I guess if the shot is like really powerful and it forces it back. I mean, it's also part of the animation in Undertale where it goes back when you shoot. Then I just TP it -100 and then kill it. Again, like this pretty damn unnecessary, so I'll just remove that. Then the summon blaster, which this one's a bit more complicated. So this is the actual Gaster Blaster. Then this has the model of the blaster as well. What I do is, first off, make so the ID is the same as the armor stand that is Sans, the one that's being teleported to my player. So it's also gonna be the same as my ID. So now I basically just execute the Gaster Blaster, and if it's the same score as it's already made, then rotate as the player, because I detected the player. Then run TPS, their location, then facing just this. So it's now rotated the same as me. That's how I make it aim. Now we do another one. Do this at the store result at TPS pose that head, which is this is the vertical axis posing, which is up and down. That's why it also aims upwards. The model itself aims upwards. Because if I didn't do that, the model would like stay straight, but it will still fire upward, and that will look very awkward. I just copy my head rotation. So I just copy my head rotation, then make that as the pose of the head. Then we just remove the IDs and then make sure that it is already rotated so it doesn't happen again. So that's basically it for the Gaster Blaster. Go into the bones. For the bones, it's very simple. It's this another animation scoreboard, and which now I summon another arm stand that has model of a bone. Then I pose it as I please and what action it's supposed to do. Then I give it the same tag as I give it the same ID as the armor stand, Sans. Then remove the no ID tag. I mean, it's already done. Then it's just the animation. There's just the animation to do whatever it's supposed to do. Like this one is thrust, so it needs to go forward. But I have it in a slight angle, so it has a bit of -0.1 on the Z local. And then we just have the damage and give me some ultimate points. If I hit it, I just literally detect the same. If anything, if this thing hits, then this thing should also hit. And then skill end. This is basically the same bone whack, bone smash, and bone rub. It's just the same bone getting summoned and then rotated to what purpose it is, what action it's supposed to doing, and then just teleporting it accordingly or rotating it accordingly. Same thing. Then for me to cast the blaster, it's literally just summoning. Animation, which matches 1, then matches 10, and then but already just summoned at 1, then position 1.5, run function summon blaster, which is the one that's already shown. And it's the same goes for Blaster Parade, which same thing, but just multiple instances of blasters being summoned on different times instead and different locations. Well, slightly different locations, it's still right in front of you, but just a wider range of area effect. Now to how I made my walk cycles and run cycles. So I have a scoreboard detecting if the player is walking, running, or sneaking. Then if it matches one, then just keep removing it. Then if I am walking and I am not awakened, that means I'm not in bad time mode. This is how the whole I need two models, two animations because of the whole eye thing. Really didn't need to do that, but I just did it. Then just run the function soul walk or the bad time walk. It's just literally just the same, but with the different texture, having the eye and not having the eye. In which I just run the walking animation, placing the custom model in the armor stand, then just basically looping it back and forth. And that's all the same principles to the other one. The running, same thing, just a slightly different animation where the legs step up much further. And sneaking is just a slightly different one, which is a slower animation. Then we just detect the shift. If I'm shifting, then set the scoreboard of the armor stand that I'm linked to. That is my power. Set it to 1, and then we go to soul. See the idle animation here. This is a lot of unless and ifs, but this one is if I am not awakened, if I'm not in bad time mode, and I'm not shifting, normal pose. If I'm in bad time mode, then the bad time mode idle. It's just a no eye sense. And this one is if I am shifting, then normal sans shifting, idle. And if I'm awakened and I'm shifting, then bad time mode sans and shifting, idle. Now, I am not awakened, I'm not in bad time, but I have air below me, then set my custom model to the jumping model, or the floating model. Then for awakened, it's just the bad time version. Just had to have a different texture for those. But yeah, also as you can see, most of these are literally just copy pasted on the other data pack. Believe it or not, it's not the same data pack. This is the original data pack where the world is, and this is the other data pack where Sans is. Basically made it so they're compatible with each other and you can use them. You can download the other one and not have to download this one, but you can download both and both of them can work together. But I haven't tested it in multiplayer yet, so there might be some problems there that will lead to me just combining Sans and the world into one data pack. So not making any promises here. I have to say, yeah, I can't really be sure of anything until my friend gets to be available to play multiplayer with me. But yeah, that's all I have for today. It's just Sans. Sorry I couldn't upload for so long, and sorry it's not about the world. It's about Sans for today, and I still really have fun on making Sans, especially the gas blasters. They're just very satisfying to do. And I will be releasing a Bizarre Datapack and might also release a Megalomaniac Datapack. This is the name of this one. At the same time, depending on when my friend is available to play and depending if I've also made more progress on Sans, so that's also a factor. But yeah, that's all I have for today, and see you in the next episode of a Bizarre Datapack Dev Logs.